Hello, Darren the Magic Ghostbuster here with part 8 of my detailed room tour series, and in this one we're looking at this shelf. So let's just get stuck in. So first up, let's just move this patch out of the way. We've talked about this patch on our previous episodes. This was by Forbidden Planet. Very small patch, so not the sort of thing you would have on your uniform for cosplay. And then, so these badges here were part of the Blind Box Mystery series from Halloween Horror Nights in 2024. So they come in this box, and you actually got 2 per box, which is good, because when they were first announced I thought it was 1. And really nice design. So they used this sort of artwork throughout the whole, you know, throughout a lot of their merch, and it's like the sort of same greens and purple colours, and there's some really nice artwork. And these are all metal badges, so they were Stay Puffed. Here we have Ecto 1, and then we have the trap, then we've got the sewer dragon, which was one of the slightly harder ones to get if I remember right. Slimer, and then Garaka. Now Garaka definitely was harder because that was the chase one, so and I did have to buy that separately online. I think I got the rest in the boxes. I can't actually remember now. But yeah, really, really cool. And then, speaking of Halloween Horror Nights, here's another. Was this the This is the magnet, or yes, is that the magnet or the badge? I always get confused. Yeah, magnet. So yeah, nice 3D effect, and so they had 2 different types of artwork styles. So they had the style of that I've just shown you on the badges. And they used a lot of the Frozen Empire style as well, which is really nice. And this is a really nice 3D effect, so very, very nice. I like that. And then this here, this was a badge for Spirits Unleashed. The badge itself, standard Ghostbusters logo badge. But this was like a pre-order item, so I guess what makes it special really more than anything is the actual envelope that it came in with, the Spirits Unleashed design on the front. So like I said, that was a pre-order item. And then here, so we have a real Ghostbusters soap dish of the Ecto 1. You can see the stickers on the Ecto 1 have faded a little bit over time, but there's your soaps up the top. The plastic covering, not the best condition, so there are some dents in it, but it's still sealed there. So it was cut in a couple of places and sealed in a couple of others. But yeah, very cool item there. Very old, would have sat in your bathrooms. Very nice. And then here we have, again from Halloween Horror Nights, this is just like a ID, is that the word? ID holder on a pull or reel. So you have a little metal Slimer there, nice reel, which can attach to your belt or your belt loop, and then the ID badge holder. So you've got that design there, which again, the same design used in a lot of their merch that year. And then there's a card inside, which you'd take out and replace with your ID or whatever you want to stick in there. So very cool. These bottles are not official, but this was made by Tiny Rebel, who do different alcohol, and they've done a Stay Puffed marshmallow flavour. So yeah, this is their chocolate version here, and I'll have 2 bottles of that. And not really a beer drinker. I have tried a couple of the different their flavours, and I didn't like either. So like I said, I'm not a beer drinker, so that doesn't mean that they're bad, just not for me. Recently tried their salted caramel version, again didn't like it, so but I know people that did like it. So this is one of the Funko Pop movie moments. So this is Peter and Egon trapping Slimer. So very cool. And then you got the trap, you got the pedal of the trap going to Venkman's foot. Would have been nice to have had Ray in there, really. Maybe bring Slimer forward, have Ray in the back, or even as a picture, but just to complete the set. But yeah, I'm not a big Funko Pop guy, but not a bad little set, and I'd like to see that sort of thing in more figures actually. I think would be cool to have like little display sets of figures. So recreate that moment, but with like more like plasma series figures. This is a carton of High Sea Ecto Cooler. This is from the 2016 re-release, so it was there for that film really. This is way out of date. And then what we got up here? So up here we have, oh yep, one of the various colouring sets. Yeah, colouring the word, stationery sets. So you've got various different bits in there. There was quite a few different versions of those sort of things back in the day. And then we've got string lights. So 10 light up heads, 10-foot strand. So there's two versions of this. This is the NECA one that came out back in the day. Spirit Halloween have done their own version, which I don't know if that's still for sale. I would have got that one when I was over there in 2019, I think. This is a lot older. And this is a much nicer looking set than the Spirit Halloween one, to be fair. Yeah, very cool. And then basically a vinyl Stay Puft edition. I have two of these somewhere. This is an open one. It's got a few marks on actually, so I've still got one sealed. And should we open it? Open. Oh, it's just got quite a few marks on there. Let's try and open this up. So it comes with some lenticular images that I do have framed, and then that's the inside of it. And then I'll show you the records. So they're white with the Ghostbusters logo. Was there a second record in here? I'm trying to remember now. I think the other side was where, yeah, so the other side would have been where the lenticular pictures were, which I've got framed around the place. But yeah, nice artwork on there. And this was supposed to smell of marshmallows, if I remember correctly. It doesn't now. Let me have a quick read. Featuring marshmallow scented white vinyl in a marshmallow. Oh right, so it's the vinyl that's supposed to smell of. Can't remember. No, the vinyl does not smell of marshmallow either, but that's probably faded over time from being open. Like I said, I do have a sealed one somewhere. So, and then this is a card game. The same people, the same artwork, did a 30th anniversary playing cards, which I've got quite a few decks of those, which I use for magic tricks. But I can't actually remember how you play this game. But nicer artwork on the cards. So let's just go through the cards quickly. See all these different artworks on the cards are very nice. See, loads of Rays, loads of Peters, Egons, Librarians, Edmore, Gozer. And let's have a look at the other cards whilst we're at it. And right, so Proton Packs, Jumpsuit, Ectoplasm, Janosch, Scaleries, Vigo, Blob, Marshmallow, Zool, Gatekeeper. So yeah, lots of nice cards and artwork there, and I really should actually have a proper play with these ones and see if I can come up with some tricks rather than just the normal playing cards. But and try and remember how to play that game and actually play with some friends. Maybe that could actually be a future video, who knows. Then the last two things are statues by Iron Studios. Now if you've been following the series up to now, you would have seen some of these already. I'm not actually opening the boxes for this series just because of I'd rather open them in a safer location really, because if I open this up and drop them, they're just going to fall on the floor and smash. But if we open the door, some of them did have like an opening, so there's that one. That was Peter obviously, and then this is Ray. I love the artwork on the front. Oh, it's hard to see Ray because I've got some plastic in there for protection, but like I said, I'm not opening them, but I will have a little picture pop up of those just so you can see it. But really like those. They were 1/10 scale and I did the full set. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until then, keep on busting.
Want to give a big shout out to the Magic Ghostbuster. Hey Darren, very, very impressive.